Greetings everyone, welcome back to Nick's Mods. Kiina is always one of my favorite Glatorian. Her colors are great, her build is unique, and her helmet, trident, giant fins, and flipper-like feet make her the most clearly water-themed character in Bionicle, right up there with Galimata, if not surpassing that design. With such personality, there wasn't really much to fix, only exaggerate. My first Kiina mods were pretty typical. Shells, crotch plate, a heart light that doesn't match her head's color perfectly, although a darker green head does exist, and a waist joint that seemed so obvious for that unused ball. It's not the same as Strax's waist articulation, but she bends sideways enough to sass ya. I had vague memories of her fins drooping down sometimes in the Legend Reborn, but that might have just been my imagination. I pointed her fins down to look more graceful, and filled out her inner arms with more Metro chest pieces, a trick I used on Ma Nui a decade before. I even added an extra fin on her back, and eventually a sixth one on her seat. I think I left her like this for a while. The next additions were dark translucent blue fillers and silver barbs. I tried a couple other spike colors, including bright yellow, but these went best with her other silver accents. I added more blue shells to her upper arms to match her legs, then I increased her height with these gray pieces on her waist and hips. Now that she was so tall, her trident looked a little puny, so I extended it with a metallic blue grip, a retired LEGO color. Instead of the usual Technic beams, I locked her ankles in with elbow-shaped pieces that kept her thinner profile, even with added medium blue tiles. You may have noticed I swapped her Rakshi legs for Paraka ones for a time, like my Gresh mod, but these were too bulky for such a lanky character. While the Rakshi legs aren't the most organic looking, they're perfect for Kiina. I similarly tried bulking up her thighs with bigger shells, didn't like that, opting for some smaller plating on the back in the end. That was simple enough. The hard part was the back of the arms, leaving enough space for her fins and strong enough connections for the shells on front. The solution? Translucent blue bars, used all the time as lightsabers. These run clear through, so the plates on both sides hold each other in. After all that, this Kiina is extremely flexible, probably more expressive than any other character mod I've done. So yeah, that's Kiina, one of my favorite sets and one of my favorite mods. And yes, I did acquire a second, mostly unmodded Kiina for comparison shots. Expect this to become a trend with other Glatorian. That's it for today. To support my work, check out my books on Amazon and itch.io, and my Patreon page where you can get videos like this a week early, behind the scenes content, a patron-exclusive Discord server, signed copies of Planet Ripple shipped to your doorstep, and if you can afford it, your own LEGO Rewind episode. See you next mod. Toodles!